right? And it's worked out pretty good, right? We've helped a lot of people change their overall health for the better. And it resonates with us. We're passionate about that, okay? I've also gotten very, very passionate about marketing, right? And every business in the world needs to learn, at least take some baby steps with how to market and advertise your business online. Because if you're not doing that, then you're going to miss the boat. I don't care if you're a local auto mechanic shop or you're a real estate company. Everybody advertises online. Anybody and everybody that's actually having major success. What is the point of advertising online? Is it so that people see your ad and buy from you immediately? Of course not. It's so that when somebody is ready for whatever it is you're offering, they will remember you. That's what that's why businesses advertise on television and why they advertise on radio, right? It's because when you hear it over and over, and if an AC company is advertising their services and you're driving in your car and you hear an AC ad, but your air conditioning in your home or your car is not out, well, you're not going to pick the phone up and call them. You don't need their service. But if you heard that message over and over and over again, and then all of a sudden your air conditioning in your house goes out, what's the first thing on the top of your head? That advertisement that you heard all the time. And that's what's so important about online advertising. Now, I don't mean spamming and inboxing messages to everybody. I just mean, are you marketing it all on Facebook ads or on LinkedIn or on Google or on YouTube or CNN or places where people are looking at all the time, right? And I think most of us don't do that because it gets pretty complicated, right? And most of us are too busy running our business. It takes too much time to figure all that out. Well, I've gotten pretty passionate about that over the last year. And if you are a traditional business and you're looking for some tips or some help or just some conversations together maybe could help you with some effective strategies. So that's one thing I'm passionate about. The other is nutrition. And so let's go back to the number 2 thing you should look at whenever you start a business. Are the products or services you're offering, are they effective? Do they work? So if you were promoting a weight loss product, are people truly getting really good results on that product, or is it a gimmick? Are they really showing real before and after pictures? Do you know it's from that company? Have you spoke to somebody? Do you know somebody that went 20 pounds down from utilizing this specific product? It's important to know these things, right? Otherwise, you're just jumping in on what could be construed as hype, and then later you find out something else. And we've all been privy to this. I've been a part of this myself. Sometimes you just get caught up in it, right? Now, here's another key thing. The products might be super effective, but are they affordable for the masses? Will the people see, no matter what business you start, if you go open a snowball stand, right? For my friends up in Michigan, a snow cone stand, right? If you open something like that, are you just going to go spend a ton of money on advertising? Or are you going to call and tell everyone you know that you're having a grand opening, come on down, try the new flavors, get a buy one, get one free for the family, whatever. You're going to call all your friends, all your family, everybody to come to see that business. Here's the thing. Are your snowballs $6 a piece? Or are they right in line with any other snowball stand around your city, and you can compete with the prices and bring the value of what it is you're selling, whatever it is. If you have an amazing product that could change your entire health, but it costs $200, $250 a month to buy that product, how many people do you think are going to buy that every month? So if you're looking at a home-based business, this is something really to look at. Is the product going to be effective and affordable? Now, if it's effective and it's affordable, what do you think that's going to drive? It's going to drive your retention, because people are going to stay on the product because they can afford it and they're having great results. Okay? A lot of people overlook that when they just jump into something with a friend or because somebody got excited about it, right? Next is it feasible for your market to join the business with you? Now, not everybody's going to want to be a home-based business entrepreneur or go out and leave their job and start a business, but there is a big market for people that are looking for additional streams of income. I think network marketing is the best way to get your feet wet with how to start to become a business owner, especially if you've never been a business owner. And the reason for that is because it's very low overhead. It's very low cost to join. It's very cost effective on an ongoing basis. So it doesn't break the bank. You don't have to go get big loans to start a business, but you get all the benefits of being a business owner as far as tax benefits and really learning how to run a business. That's what I love about network marketing, because most people, if you ask them, hey, how would you like some extra money every month? Most people are going to say yes. I don't care who you're talking to. Most people. Now, maybe not the 3%ers or the 1%ers, but most people are going to say yes to that, right? And so, well, what do? Well, the first thing that's so important that people miss when they, especially all these, did you know there's almost 100 million people that have joined network marketing around the world? I mean, that's a lot. Network marketing produces more revenue than the NFL, more revenue than the entertainment industry. So there's a lot of money being exchanged for word-of-mouth advertising for products and services. Now, here's what most network marketers, they get involved in a business because it's so inexpensive to join, and they just think it's going to happen. But you have to learn how to become a business owner. And in my opinion, that's only my opinion, is that network marketing gives you the opportunity to start learning philosophies of business ownership, not to mention all the philosophies you'll learn for mindset and what to think about and how to really construct your day, how to be more effective, how to create income producing activities, little things that you would never think about as an employee unless you have a phenomenal boss. And there's some out there that are teaching you these things. But most of the time, the business owner doesn't want you to leave and start your own business. So people join network marketing, and they really they treat it almost like a hobby. And then when they don't get the results, they can't figure out why they're not getting the results that somebody else is getting. Well, that somebody else who's having tremendous results, I guarantee you, is treating it like a business, right? And there's no better way to start learning business philosophies and becoming an entrepreneur, start learning about what you can write off and your taxes and all these different things. There's no better way to start that process, in my opinion, than network marketing, which is why I think today more and more people are attracted to it, which again, I think is why it's so important to make sure you look at some of these things. Does the company resonate with you? Do their products bring value? Is there an identity? Is there a message? Can people afford it, right? Now, two more things are really, really, really important if you're looking at joining a business, okay? One is there a system in place? See, let's talk about traditional business for a moment. Let's say that you opened up a McDonald's, right? You put up a couple $1 million, whatever it costs these days to open a McDonald's. Now, visualize yourself right now walking into a McDonald's. What side are the fries on? Where do the hamburgers slide out from? Now, if I go into a McDonald's in Kentucky and I go to a McDonald's in San Diego, California, it's going to be exactly the same. It's not going to be different. Okay. And it works in every fast food restaurant. It's because they have a system in place. You ever walked into a Krispy Kreme donut and actually see how they make them? It's pretty darn cool. It's like an assembly line. You go, I'm from Michigan, right? Which is the auto capital of the world. So go up to Michigan, go into the Ford plant if you had the chance to do that, and watch what's happening. It's an assembly line It's a system that system starts here and produces a result. Now, here's a problem. People join network marketing and they just fly all over the place. They're not following a structure. Therefore, they're not getting the results that the people at the top are getting. You know, it's so funny to me when people say, oh, only the people at the top make money in those businesses. Well, when they joined, there wasn't anyone at the top. So somebody had to do something to be able to create that status, to be able to create that income. They had to do something. And I guarantee you, if you go ask any 6 or multiple 6 or 7-figure earner in the network marketing arena, they will tell you you're swimming or you're paddling upstream if you're not using a system. Now people go, well, you know, systems are complicated. No, man, if you get with the right team, you should be able to have something that's perfectly laid out for you to do. Now, here's the problem people make when they say, well, Bob, I got the right company. I love the products. They're getting results. We even have a training on our system, but it's not working for me. Here's what happens. This is exactly what happens. So if you're struggling in your own home-based business, listen up right now. People start with the system and they prospect 5 or 6 people that say no. And here's what they think. The system doesn't work. So then, just after 5 attempts, they go off on their own and try to reinvent the wheel. Here's a secret. If you use the system and somebody said no, the system worked. Well, what do you mean, Bob? They didn't join my business. They didn't become a customer. No, it filtered the non-interested out. Do you want to keep calling the same person over and over? But if you can funnel them through a simple system and they say no immediately, you know where they stand, on to the next person. A no, utilizing a system also is validation that the system is working. Okay? I see a bunch of comments. I haven't looked at any, and I'll go back and chat with you guys on comments afterwards. So I get on kind of a roll. I don't want to start looking at comments. But here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're in the home business arena, trust the process. Trust the system. It will work. It worked for the guy that's making $100,000 a year. It worked for the guy that's making $100,000 a month. They're probably doing exactly the same thing. You don't need to try to convince people. You don't want to prejudge anybody you're prospecting, but you also don't want to chase people, do you? I don't like to be chased. I know you don't like to be chased. It's annoying, isn't it? So if you use a system right, you'll never burn a bridge. You won't burn out friends. You won't join the NFL, people call the no friends left league. People that are in that league, that's because they call the same 10 people every week over and over and over. What do you mean? You got to look again. They said no already. This system worked, okay? So you got to have a system. And then the last thing I want to share with you, and I definitely have, I got a special guest I want to bring on, because the last thing that I think is so important is, are you building within a culture that makes you feel like you're a significant part of that? Now, I don't care if you're the big leader. I don't care if you're the one doing presentations all the time. I don't care if you're the spare timer who's plugging in, who's learning, who's eventually growing, or they're growing and eventually creating the full-time residual income they're looking for. Hey, if you can create $100, $200, $300 a month in residual income in your spare time, what's wrong with that? The beautiful thing about our type of business is that it compounds as long as you're utilizing a system. But I'm telling you, culture is very, very important when you join a network marketing business. And you really have to look at who it is you're joining, who are they connected with, what have they created, and how do they make you feel? That's important. See, people join people. That's why I gave you some tips on looking at the business, because a lot of times we forget about that because we join people. That's just natural. That's what we do, which is a good thing, by the way. However, you really should look at some of the things I laid out to see if that business resonates. Just because your friend joined and you want to be a part with your friend, if what they're doing you don't like at all, then you're probably not going to have the same success as your friends. So look at those things. But culture is important. Do they make you feel welcome? Are you just a number? Are people really, truly reaching out to help you? Have you ever gotten a welcome call from not just your sponsor, but maybe their sponsor or their sponsor, the person making the money? Did they reach down and talk to you? Were you connected to them? Do you have the firepower to explain the business in the magnitude of what it is by maybe somebody that's already there that can help you explain that? See, if you don't know any of that, you need to, number one, get on the phone with your sponsor right now and say, connect me to the first person making 10 grand a month in our upline. Because if you haven't connected with that person doesn't even know you're there probably. Or they might see your name in a genealogy, but they don't know you're hungry and excited to build the business. And here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're that person, the leaders at the top, there's so many people. It has nothing to do with the fact that they don't want to help you. It has everything to do with the fact that they don't know you want help. So you have to take that responsibility to reach up and get help. And I guarantee you, if you're with a team, with a culture of people that want to help, you will find that successful leader that will reach down and help you win. Okay, and that's important. I want to bring on one of my best friends. 17 years I met this guy. In fact, I met him in, I answered an ad in the newspaper. Who would have thought we'd still be best friends today after all these years? And I have to tell you, in 1 year, he didn't do this all by himself, and he'll tell you he didn't do this all by himself, but he led a charge with a couple of people about culture. They knew they had a good product, but everything else they felt would fall into place if they built the right culture. And I wanted Chris to come on and talk a little bit about this. My friend Chris Schweda. Chris, I don't know if I have to add you. I'm not on my phone, man, so I don't know. Or if you can just request to be added. Let me see. Let's see. There's Chris right there. This is where I become a rookie. Someone's got to give me a hint. Let's see. Or maybe I have to be on my phone to do this. And Chris, I phoned it. Reach out to the leaders. That's so true. All right. Chris, make a comment. I don't know. Oh, right here. I see. Invite friends. All right. Let me invite you, buddy. People will be able to really resonate and benefit from listening to you. All right. I just invited you, man. I don't know if you can pop up. See, there's a learning curve for all of us. Hey, Lisa. Good to see you. What's up, Chris? Chris Miller. Okay, I added you. I invited you. Said invite friends, unless that's only invite to come check out the. Friends. I invited you. Do you see it anywhere where you can pop on, Chris? Maybe you can only do that on the telephone, on the smartphone. We do learn something every single day, Gina. Chris, if you can figure out how to hop on, come on. And if not, we can reconvene this tomorrow. I'll do it on my phone. Did not know. I've never done that before. So add friend. I hear you saying add friend, but I don't know where to do that at. Let's see. No customer. You're right about that. And that's what I really wanted you to share some of that.